ladies and gentlemen, we have to move on because one of the things that's been happening as of late, training camp. Training camp is here for all the different teams. It's been great. I've been watching my guys. I know Pittsburgh's been getting down to business. I heard a little rumor, even Mason Rudolph potentially could be the starter. Oh, interesting. Anything could happen in training camp. Sid, talk to me about the Steelers and what are you guys looking at quarterback?
Yeah, they say it's a quarterback competition. They say Mason Rudolph has a chance. I personally don't think so. It's definitely Mitch's job to lose, in my opinion. Trubisky's looked good. He's I know one of the practice they showed his highlights. He was 3 for 4 in the 7-on-7 touchdown drill. All 3 were touchdowns. The 4th one was a drop that should have been a touchdown. So he's been balling. I think Mitch Trubisky wins it outright. They're just trying to make it. It's just that old school mentality. You got to work for it type thing. So they're just not naming him the starter yet. But
was it Deontay that dropped it?
No, it was
Zach. No, it's not because Deontay's not.
Deontay's not practicing. He's doing. He's there. He's doing individual drills. He wants a contract. So that was one of the reasons he was on my avoid list on fantasy because he is holding out right now. So, speaking of wide receivers, George Pickens is a human highlight reel right now at training camp. That dude is, oh man, everybody is saying he's the steal of the draft right now. He is a freak of nature. He's made like insane catches each day already. So I'm super excited about that. A couple small injuries. Minka fell off his bike and hurt his wrist.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But nothing serious. Pat Freiermuth has a hamstring strain. Claypool hurt his shoulder. I think those are the main ones, but nothing season ending or anything like that. There's a nice little fight at training camp. And if you're not fighting at camp, it's probably not serious enough.
Right.
If you saw Josh Allen got in a little tuffle with his defensive lineman at camp.
What?
Yep. He
I didn't get that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's people are like, don't touch the $240 million quarterback, guys. What are we doing here?
When the whistle blows, you stop.
Yeah.
Right.
But
different jersey on. Come on.
Yep. TJ Watt, our defense looks really good, but big story is who's going to be the quarterback. What's going on with Deontay, and just trying to avoid injuries right now. But everything's looking good. Going forward, I'm excited. People keep sleeping on the Steelers. Don't count out Tomlin, man. I'm excited about
it. Let's get it. And because I do like you as a person, Ash, I will inquire about the Dallas Cowboys. How are you guys doing?
Okay, I feel like our camp is pretty uneventful, which I'm not mad about because that means there's no major injuries happening, nothing too crazy. I think the most conversation
covering stuff up.
Yeah. I think the most conversation that's come out of our training camp is Jerry Jones speaking when he shouldn't about things he probably shouldn't be speaking about. Throwing shade at Mike McCarthy, and how he's like glad he's our coach, but like not. I don't know. That's a mess. But really what I've been looking at is a lot of how the wide receivers are doing, just with, of course, Amari's gone. Gallup is not going to be able to play I'm guessing at least the first 3 weeks because his injury.
From ACL last year.
Yeah, from his ACL last year. So I've really been like keeping my eye on how the wide receivers are doing.
And Cedric Wilson's gone too, so it's a whole new
Cedric Wilson's gone. James Washington is finally practicing, so that's good. He caught a few touchdowns yesterday. TJ Vasher, which probably no one even knows who that is just one of our depth guys. He made an insane one-handed catch. So he looks good. They keep trying to tell me that Anthony Brown's going to be good, but I don't believe them because they do this to me every year. So I don't hold my breath on that one. Parsons, they have him all over the place at training camp, which is awesome. Just he's everywhere. I'm obsessed. I love him. I'm really hoping it wasn't just like this one good year and now we're gonna have a down road. I'm like, we need to keep the momentum with Parsons up.
Like that little meme you sent me or whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
2 sacks. Chase Young only had what? Chase Young had 7.5 the year before. Let's talk about what happened his second year. Let's go.
I saw that. I was like, oh no, I have to send that to Sean. That's so
hilarious.
funny. That guy is like that. So I sent Sean a tweet and it was like Micah Parsons sacked Washington like X amount of times and then like
Twice
the first 2
in the
minutes
first
of the
16 minutes of the
game, but
game.
Chase Young only sacked Dallas 1 time in the last year.
It was worse than that. It was Micah Parsons had 2 sacks in the first 16 minutes of the Washington game.
Yeah.
Chase Young had 1 sack in the first 9 games of the season.
Yeah.
But that guy's I got off Twitter. That guy's Twitter he's
Rough.
hilarious. Yesterday he tweeted and he's like, "Here's my predictions for the NFC," and it was like Cowboys are gonna go 17-0. Like he's just a
Typical
homer.
Cowboys fan.
He's just a
Typical.
homer.
Right.
Typical Cowboys
Oh
fan.
yeah, all the comments on there were like, "This is why we hate Cowboys fans." I'm like, "Let them hate. I don't care."
This is who they are, man. Just let them be happy, man.
That's who they are.
But nothing crazy out of training camp, really. I'm just happy no one's gotten hurt yet because we've seen some injuries, like the Bucks, their center getting hurt. That's probably
That's
the
the
main
biggest
one
one I
I've
know.
seen. So I'm just happy that no one's hurt yet, and everyone looks good and healthy, and everyone's rehab is like on pace. Like Michael Gallup's rehab's on pace. Zeke is looking good. Jerry Jones said he didn't want to see Dak doing any Hail Marys because that's what happened to his shoulder at practice training camp last year. And I'm like, stop talking.
Good old Jerry Jones. Keep him on the mic. And we have his mini-me that doesn't know how to cover it up as well, and DC and Dan Snyder. But we're not going to talk about him in this discussion. Well, honestly, look, it's training camp. So obviously everything looks good. Everything looks glorified. Carson Wentz and him having Terry McLaurin, him having that connection now. Carson Wentz absolutely looks on top of his games. I think he hit the first of 6 of his first 6 passes in training camp on like Friday. Like that offense is looking good. Jahan Dotson. Oh yeah. You did say a little bit of something like that. Jahan Dotson. You know, you talk about, your guy being a steal. Like, Jahan Dotson is one of the biggest steals, in my opinion. You guys talked about it before I even knew. This guy is catching everything under the sun.
Got hands.
Best hands in the draft.
He's got hands.
Yeah. This guy is
I'm not about
it. My biggest excitement, first, is Curtis Samuel. He's not on the injury list. He's actually playing. Let's see how long that lasts. Because when you start thinking that, all right, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, okay, boom, you got 3 top receivers. That's a good thing. And as a North Carolina guy, and for those of you, ladies and gentlemen, that do not know, let's go Tar Heels! You already know what it is. Die hard North Carolina Tar Heels fan. Let's go. We're coming back this year. Yo, 2 of my guys, Sam Howell, they have really talked about him in training camp, has really been hitting it. Now, he's been playing with the 2s and the 3s, but you're still playing football, man. And they say, he's pinpoint passes, really sticking it, threading the needle in between certain defenders, which can be dangerous, but he's got the arm to do that type of thing. So we'll see how that works out. I'm kind of maybe start hinting towards, him jumping Heineke into that number 2 spot, just in case the health becomes an issue for Carson. Mm-hmm. Let's get the future out there. That's all I'm saying. You guys got Pickett. All right, Sydney, we got Sam Howell. In my opinion.
I do. You guys did have a retirement, I think, in the last couple of days, didn't you?
Absolutely. And we are going to do something super special on Wednesday. But Ryan Kerrigan, the all-time sack leader for Washington, came back, signed a 1-day contract with us to retire with Washington. He and Will said it best on Twitter. He said Ryan Kerrigan is the last true Redskin. For the name change. He played as a football team, but he was the last true Redskin. And shout out to him, all my WWE fans. His sack, he does the Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. So absolutely love it. I love that he came back. I wanted him. I didn't want him to leave. When he went to Philly last year, I was like, oh, I knew we could have kept him for cheap. Like I was like,
yeah. Why do we do that?
All right. Well, but we're Washington, so. Oh, wait a minute. The Cowgirls went out to the regular season.
That's ignoring
They're
Justin.
making the big one. Yeah, hey, exactly.
Yeah, because Mike McCarthy's trash. I can't stand him. Sean Payton, 2023.
I think it's 2024 is when he's available.
2024.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, one other thing from our training camp is that you might see me during the season be crying that I want Greg the Leg back, which I thought I would never say, but we were having some issues.
What? Uh-oh.
I'll give you one little downfall of training camp. It's not looking good.
No kicker.
At least we're not hitting the coaches with field goal attempts out here, but
that was the Jags?
Yes.
The Jags kicker? Did you hear that?
He's no longer the Jags kicker.
The guy that kicked it and it hit the coach on the side.
Coach. Yeah.
Yeah, he got cut.
Oh, really? I heard that he hit him. I didn't know he got cut.
Oh, yeah, he got cut.
How quickly did he get cut? Was it like before you got the field?
Yeah.
Like, you're
Same day. You know what? That's it.
Sir, you're going to just go. Get your
shot. We're not doing much better, it doesn't seem. So, Danny Dimes is looking great out there, too. Hitting
Danny Dimes is a bystander.
Oh, my God.
We love to see that, though. Keep that up.
He's hitting something. Like, come on, man. This guy.
I would like to change my last week's void players list to the entire Giants roster.
Right.
Don't draft the Giants.
Right? Everybody.
Hey, Jimmy Garoppolo is the eye in the Giants I've seen. So I would
really
not be happy if Jimmy Garoppolo goes to the Giants. I do not want to see that fool ever again in my life. I don't want to play the 49ers ever again. I'm salty. Stay away.
Yeah, just be salty for 13 seconds and we'll move on.
No, I can't. So funny. I woke up and chose violence today.
You did choose violence. What's going on?
As long as I never have to see that clip again in my life.
He's not looking for it
I
at
know.
all right now.
I felt like he was. So
I think I put it away because I was thinking about you. I don't want to do that to you right now. I'm not going to do that.
You know what else they're wanting you to put away is the We Want Dallas one. Put that one far away.
Why? Why would I put away that one?
Because it doesn't make sense.
It does.
It makes you look silly.
Oh, I love that one. That's one of my favorite ones. Come on, man.
You need to do that when you play the Eagles, so the whole thing actually falls on Jalen Hurts this next season.
Look, we tried to do that. Everybody's like, "Oh, the stadium's bad." No, that was Corey guy. We were sitting down trying to do that, and the fans were supposed to like rush into him, but they were Eagles fans. See, ridiculous.
We're too busy getting sprayed by poop water in the stands.
Look. There's a reason why they're trying to move the stadium. They bought land in Virginia. They're trying to get rid of that.
Speed up the process.
Yes. Thank you, Justin.
They started it. I literally came in here to talk crap about the Cowboys and the Kickers, and they started it.
Wow. Greg the Leg, man. You got out. Thank goodness.
That's
a read story.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.